Hello, students. Thank you again. I thank you for joining me today with intro to women's studies. How are you, boys and girls? How are you? I do apologize. I have to tell you. I hate that we're having to do this remote session again. It's I know it's a little difficult for everyone to do this in the summer, to do the remote session, but I have to tell you guys, I had another incident. I donated all my money to this cause Amnesty International was having, so I didn't have enough money to get the appropriate skincare that I use for my acne. So I thought, you know, old Nathaniel, I thought, I can swing it for 1 month. You know, it doesn't matter if my lymph nodes are messed up and I'm really stressed out by some very horrible weather that we've been getting from down under. All the stress and sickness, and I thought I'd be okay. So what I did is I went to my honeybees, and you know, I read up on this good maize used with honey called the Orange Blossom Special. I mixed that in with my honey with a little ginger. So I had it on my face, and it attracted all sorts of awful mosquitoes. I can't tell you. They just took out after my face, and apparently it's put me on some sort of controlled disease hotline. I'm not allowed to leave the house, apparently, get things like beverages and wine and stuff like that because of what's happened to my skin. So anyhow, it's so good to see you guys. I can't tell you, you know, yeah, you study to be a teacher, a professor, and you think, wow, does what I say really matter, you know, or these people here to see me? It just means so much to see people attend my class. You know, women's studies, it's not something, you know, that is taught in every college. So I am so grateful that, wow, that all these boys and girls are here to lecture. I mean, all boys. Okay, we're going to take attendance. We're going to go through here. We have Will, Tyler, Mark, Brent, Dylan, Todd. Has anyone seen Todd? Where's Todd? Oh, he dropped. Okay, Todd dropped. Ryan, David B. Oh, I see him. Okay. Here you go. Kuta Kente. I can't tell you how proud I am to have you in my class. If you ever, you know, want to come up and just give a few words of wisdom, I totally would respond. Okay, Nick. Has anybody seen Nick? Where's Nick? Oh, he dropped out to take care of his wife, Sarah. Wow, he's such an outstanding, good guy, Nick. I guess he really enjoyed our last lecture. I guess that really meant a lot to him. We got Mike. Mike is here. Other Mike. That Mike. Mike from The Godfather. Okay. All right. Matthew. Bob. Rob. Johnny. Jake. Oh, you go by Jake. Jake. Steven with a PH. Very interesting. And Brad. Brad's back. Who else do we have? Oh, Phil. Okay. And Lucifer. Diablo. Okay. Is that with one O or two? Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. So today we were going to talk about why women aggressively harm other women. I can't believe we have such a good attendance today. Yeah. What? What, Mike? No, it is, we're not going to go over, jello wrestling or mud wrestling. No, Mike? Oh, no, there's, no hair pulling. Well, we can go over that, but this is more of a cerebral lecture on the fundamentals why women harm other women. So we're just going to start back, biblical times, maybe Babylon, that back in the days where women, there were the fertility gods. I'm just going to show you what the fertility gods looked like. They kind of looked like this. Women wanted to be fertile. So the fertility gods, it was all about women having babies. So there was a little bit of mancho chizo, nacho chizo, a lot of that going after, the big buck hunter, a little bit of stigmata with women going for the best mate to make the other little babies. That brought us to maybe the 1800s. Woo! What, Mike? You wanna see the picture again? Oh, I did not mean for that to be arousing. I'm sorry. That is just a contextual. This is literally what some of the fertility gods looked like back then. Either that or very phallic structures. You wouldn't know anything about phallic structures, would you? David B? Is that David B? Cucumbers, squash. No, we're not talking about that. But thank you. So we're going to go back. Oh, yes, Mike. And the reason I'm wearing a rainbow is because Mike, are you asking again if I'm homosexual? No, Mike, I am wearing this because there are some at-risk people of pride in Tennessee that we are supporting through Amnesty International. But thank you for again asking me about my sexuality in front of the whole class. Thank you. Just because I teach women's studies, yes, I am hetero. I have a nice partner I'm talking to over online. It's best to get to know people online. You really get to see their soul. She has a pretty soul. Okay, back. So think forward. We're going to go to the 1800s. 1800s. So women and men began to pair off because women couldn't vote. How do you think it made people feel? Women that couldn't own property or vote, man? You're right. Before Suzanne B. Anthony, before Sue Ann B. Anthony, before Sue, women couldn't vote. So the only way for them to climb the social ladder, because they couldn't earn money harming people, the only way they could climb was through marrying off. Isn't that interesting? So that began some insidious fighting, women became very competitive. Very competitive. Very competitive. And then, back in Sue and B. Anthony, the lady on the money, that's when they organized and came together. Those women did. Yeah. So they got together and they started organizing and doing things well together. And, things looked a little bit better in shape. But then, media came. Media. Yes. Is that Mr. David Bowie? Media, as in television, the radio, advertising. Ooh, advertising. And then people were telling people what women should look like, how they should fix their meals, if they should wear high heels in the kitchen. Mark? Oh, you like your mom and you treat your mom with respect, and oh, I can tell. Okay, so anyhow, from then, somehow, the pressure, societal norms heightened on women, and women started to get these ideas that their value came from marketing. Their value became external instead of internal. Can you believe that? Yeah, and then they would do such things as, oh, that's right, they would do that, Stephen. Yes, Stephen, they would do that. Harmful things. Yes, Stephen. Stephen, let me get on your level. So you heard that putting women against women was a good motivator? Oh, Stephen, I have to disagree with you. It can really psychologically harm women to compare them one with another. No, I think you're wrong about that. I have some charts and graphs, and I'll show you, Stephen, how we should motivate people in the right way with women. It could be very scarring for women to have visual picturizations and compare those women back and forth. It'd be they could keep it in their mind forever. Okay. Oh, Ryan, what did you want to say, Ryan? Comparing ex-girlfriends with other girlfriends could upset them and be a motivator. That's not how we motivate women, Ryan. But thank you for your input. I see where you're coming from. You know, Stephen and Ryan, sometimes when women are compared to other women, it can leave some very emotional scars. We don't want to scar women at all, do we? Remember? No, we don't. And what did you say, Brad, about the burn book and Mean Girls? I'm listening. Being ugly, saying ugly things in the halls to girls in the high schools? You're right. Pretty girls against pretty girls. Stephen, how do you know this so well? You should teach this class, Stephen. Women began to become very insecure, and so they would take their insecurities out on each other and start, again, acclimating and harming each other, which is silly because women can make their own money, do their own things, and do their own social status without being harmful to each other. I know, right, Stephen? So a lot of this is learned behavior in the school systems, middle school to high school. What, Brad? Oh, you have high school. You have high school daughters? Oh, so you understand this. They're probably really nice girls. They are nice girls. But you said you learned this because you were in the film Mean Girls with Amy Adams, Brad? Really, Brad? Brad, and you studied the burn book from front to back? Wow, Brad, maybe you should teach this class too, you and Stephen. Wow. And women make fun of other women's weight? Stephen, Brad? Wow, you're right. A lot of these things are about the external value of women. It's not even about fertility. So what we have learned is for women that are harmful, if they are taught at home that they are powerful, beautiful on the inside. Thank you, Brent. Yes, Brent. yes, they will probably do better in life and be more secure with themselves. Because when women do things like that, it just really means they're insecure. Right. Thank you, Brent. Oh, what, Dylan? You telling them that they're a loser and they, if they don't get a job and they're a disappointment to the family? No, that doesn't work either. Yeah. What, Jake? Jake, why don't women just give each other noogies and wrestle and laugh it off? I wish that was a real thing, Jake. I really wish it was. I wish women, could play nice, but they don't play nice, Jake. Yeah, Jake, apparently, you know a lot about having sons, but, men can give each other a hard time and the next day be best pals. Women will cut you and keep going with that forever. I wish too, Jake, that women could just let it roll off their backs like ducks, but they don't. So, where I'm going with this, men, is that we have to teach our women that they have their value on the inside. Right, Tyler? We don't want mad, angry black women. We want them secure and strong so they can get out of situations that are bad and do well. Right, Will? Thank you. Oh, you guys are so good this afternoon. What, Mike? You really thought it was going to be about jello wrestling? Jello wrestling and pulling hair? No, but apparently Stephen and Brad can really teach this class. So remember, gentlemen, I just have some charts and graphs on what happens to insecure women when you do not talk about their inner value and beauty. Women can become quite cantankerous, do harmful things. The best thing is to teach inner beauty, and then they'll look for inner beauty as well. I don't know, Dwayne, our audio-visual guy, how much time do we have left, Dwayne? Dwayne? Oh, our time is up. Dwayne the Rock? Thank you. Well, boys and girls, I am just so thankful that you are here with me. Hopefully my skin condition is gonna heal up. I'm gonna try a new maze. Hopefully I'll get a paycheck this week and I won't have to, rub strange condiments on my face and hope it helps my acne. You guys were so good this time. Thank you, and thank you for joining Intro to Women's Studies. Boys, you're really coming along. Remember, treat women their values on the inside.